Arkham Horror, The Terror Out of Time, issue number 2 from Dark Horse Comics. So, super quick recap. There's this woman named Jenny. She has a sister named Izzy. Izzy has gone missing. Jenny believes it has to do with some weird cult. She goes to this private investigator named Joe Diamond to try to track her down. They go to this abandoned church where underneath they see these old people who have this mysterious green object. The old people turn to dust, and then a bunch of dust demons attack them. That's your quick recap. If you want more details, you can go watch my review for issue number 1. So we start off this issue with a flashback where we have Izzy at a party with Jenny, and Izzy's introducing Jenny to this old man named Reginald Greymont. And then we come back to the present where Jenny and Joe are in the basement fighting against dust demons. I'm going to be skipping a bunch of pages, but yeah, they're basically being chased by the dust demons, but eventually they're able to make their escape outside. And Joe realizes that we're safe out here because crazy stuff tends to want to stay hidden. And they're trying to figure out, okay, what should we do now? Like, what's our next step? And Joe mentions that the old man, before he turned to dust, he mentioned something about Boston. Jenny's like, Greymont. I know that person. It's an old acquaintance. So they hitch a ride to go check out Boston. And along the way, the green object that they have flashes, it like lights up. And when they look out the window, they see like hellish Lovecraftian landscapes. And then all of a sudden, the landscape turns back to normal. And it turns out that whatever they saw, they were the only two that saw it, because none of the other passengers on this train are acting weird or scared or anything like that. And eventually, Jenny takes Joe to one of Greymont's parties, where Greymont eventually reintroduces himself to Jenny. And Greymont looks a lot younger. He's no longer like an old man. And of course, this sets something off in Jenny, and she goes to find Joe, and the two of them drink out of this wine glass. The only reason why I bring it up is because I'm wondering if maybe this thing was drugged in some way, just because when they're walking away, we seem to kind of, I don't want to say focus on the wine glass, but we see it in the foreground. So I'm wondering if the fact that we saw a panel of it in the focus, if it's trying to tell us something that, hey, there might be something in this drink. Eventually, Jenny pulls Joe aside and tells him that, hey, I recognize a lot of these people. A lot of these people were at this cult ritual that I kind of ended up stopping. And a lot of these people look a lot younger than they should. They should all be older, but for some reason they're not. So Joe's like, so are we thinking that maybe they found like the fountain of youth or something? We've already encountered a bunch of strange things. I'm open to any possibility at this point. And you realize that, yeah, this cult is somehow in control of time. They have other objects like that are similar to the green object that Jenny has, but it looks like a couple of them are missing, which makes me believe that once they're able to gather all the objects, they're going to be able to maybe live forever, maybe become immortals, maybe fully control time. Time is an important theme in this series, and there's a little bit more. I'm not going to spoil everything, and judging by how long I've been recording, it seems like this is probably going to be a short review, but it is interesting so far. I love like mysteries, and I love Lovecraft, so of course, you know, you have a Lovecraftian mystery. I'm all on board for that. Like, you got my attention. This has been pretty interesting so far. I think the dynamic between Joe and Jenny is pretty interesting, in the sense that a lot of times whenever you see a guy and a girl paired up together, like they're partners in modern media, it always is the girl that's kind of the one in charge and the guy is kind of fumbling around. At least that's kind of been my experience when it comes to Western media. Thankfully, this doesn't do that whatsoever. Like, Jenny is relaying her expertise of knowing these people that she's met at parties and stuff like that, whereas Joe is using his expertise as a private investigator and just kind of being cynical to make sure that they have a step up when it comes to dealing with shady people. So the two of them work well together. There is no one person in charge. The other one's kind of fumbling around. So that's good. Artwork is fine for the most part. I don't mind it. And the idea of like a cult that's creating sacrifices so that they can control time and become younger, while not completely new, is still interesting. But yeah, all in all, I'm enjoying this series so far. It's only 2 issues, but it's been 2 entertaining issues in my opinion. So I would give this a recommend at this point in time. Both of the issues have been pretty decent. So there you go. There's Arkham Horror, The Terror at the End of Time, issue number 2 from Dark Horse Comics. Hope you enjoy. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, Thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.